right there. It might be still alive. Yeah, so we're gonna do a started test. 400 to 500 yards long, 2 90-degree turns, 1 wound bed, 1 property line, 2 ounces of blood.
Yes, sir. Dog tracks. I wait on a good signal. I've learned to do that because it'll put you 7, 8 yards off. So I stand and wait till it turns green. Then I click it. I'm gonna start it right there. So I hit there, and I'm ready to go.
Now, do you use your Garmin too?
Use
So
my Garmin
use
too.
both of them.
Do my Garmin too. What I do is I take my Garmin. I hit mark it and save it and log it in on both. That way I got both tracks.
So you make sure you clear your old hunt
I clear
hunt,
everything out, everything's clean.
and you start a new hunt, and you mark your starting point.
I mark my starting point, I mark my wound beds, I mark my trespassing sign, and I mark it at the end. I do not mark my 90s.
Right.
But your 90s will be on your track, so they're gonna show it.
Right. But I don't mark them on my GPS nor my phone. The only thing that I mark is my starting point, my wound bed, my no trespassing, and the end. Yeah.
So Travis, what are you doing right now?
So we're creating a mock hit site. We're gonna put a little bit of hair in it, and then that'll simulate the actual shot for the hunter to be able to, or for the handler to be able to look at it and try to come up with a determination on, what they find at the hit site. Is there a distance on the directional flag, how far they should be apart?
No, you just want it in the direction that the trail goes, so that they can see you and get a start and line it out.
Okay.
All right, so you want your turns to be an exact 90.
Okay.
And the reason why, a lot of times dogs will overshoot. So, you stop right here, make that turn to the right, and just like you're facing, that's a perfect 90. So what are you doing here, Travis?
So similar to the hit site, we're gonna create a wound bed, put a little bit of hair and probably some blood in it to simulate a place where the deer may have laid down, then jump back up.
Okay, do you need to mark this on your GPS and
Yes.
your phone app?
All right, so right here we're at 270 yards on the track. We're gonna put a property line right here where we gotta stop, ask for permission to advance. Then we're gonna advance the track past that after the hunters address the property line. All right, so we're at 417 yards. We're gonna stop right here. We just came through some real nasty thick stuff, and gonna get right here, maybe in an area where it kind of thickens up. A lot of times that's where you're gonna find a deer in that last little bit in the real thick stuff. So we're gonna end our track right here next to this thick stuff.
You took the shoes off because you don't want to walk the trail out with the shoes, and he marked the end of the trail so when he comes back in before the start of the test, he can put the hide out. So what are you doing now, Travis?
All right, so right now we're taking a picture of the track that we just laid with the GPS. We're gonna send it to the committee for approval.
You're gonna screenshot and send a picture of the app as well?
Both from the app and from the Garmin.
Perfect. All right, so Travis was just asking how you measure when when a dog gets off the line. See if I can get it, to know what constitutes a callback. So go ahead and show them what you learned.
So what we were saying is if the dog's, let's say the dog's over here, you can drop a pin on that dog real quick and then go and measure distance and measure back. Obviously, if you're If you're in line, it's real easy because it's going to tell you here how far that is. But if that dog's worked way ahead real quick, this will be a quick, easy way to measure back to the line from the dog.
And this is for an off lead test because they could be out ahead of you.
Correct. All right, so this is a started test. It's been 2 hours. The standards are 400 to 500 yards long. You're going to have 2 90-degree turns, 1 wound bed, and also a property line that we'll encounter. You'll have to recall your dog and then obtain access to cross the property line. Are you going to work your dog on lead or off lead?
I'm gonna work her off lead.
All right, so off lead. At 75 yards, I'll let you know if she's gotten 75 yards off the line, then you'll need to recall her and start her where you feel is appropriate.
Okay. Okay, you wanna tell me a little bit about the shot?
Yeah, so, you know, the deer's standing right here. It went off in that direction. You got a little bit of white hair right here, and that's about all we know. It's been about 2 hours since the shot.
Whew. That white hair right there, that's more than likely gonna be off the belly and gonna be a gut shot. We probably need to wait for about 8 hours on that. Okay. Give it a little time. Mr. Travis, you got a property line there, you got permission from the folks?
I do. We've already called them. They've given us permission to move ahead.
Okay. Deer's right there. He might be still alive there for sure. Deer's right yonder.
I've never trained her with a piece of hide before.
Good job, Shy. Good girl. Good girl. How did I do on the track and all? Everything overall?
I think you did real well. Your dog seemed to stay on the line, made both of the 90s, worked through the scent bed. So we'll take this line, we'll send it all to the committee just for final approval, but I don't see any issues.